see. Is my mic on? My mic should be on. My mic may have been on the whole time. I don't know. Sorry, my mouse like the cord in my mouse has a short in it. I didn't really notice it, but it has a short in it. So like my mouse wasn't working, so I couldn't switch my transitions. My apologies. We're in the building now. We're definitely in the building now. I got to put some tags on this and then we're good to go, chat. Tag this up real quick and then we're good. Let me see. Is this gonna stretch? No, it's not. I'll just pop that off right now. Okay. No, but that's. I don't want that. I want like this one. Oh yeah, this is the one I want. I want this one. Sorry, check. Give me like 2.5 and then we're good money. My apologies. It's on me for sure. I didn't think my mouse would go out on me last second though, chat. Gotta delete one more thing off of this. I'll just delete this to make it quick. Alright, we should be good now. Chat, whoever's in the building, whoever's viewing the stream live right now, I appreciate you. My three-way's downstairs. I don't have my three-way, so I gotta pull this up over here. It's already done. Alright. We're getting there, chat. Slowly but surely. Boom. That's not it. Is this it? This is it. Okay, chat. What are we gonna do here? Am I allowed to take the Pat McAfee show? Am I allowed to just stream the Pat McAfee show and see what they're talking about and just like break some of that down maybe? I'm not sure if Pat McAfee has copyrights on his content or not. I'm assuming that he does, but I'm assuming he may allow certain things maybe. I'm not sure. Let me see what they're talking about. What's the quality that I got you guys at? 720? That's on me, my bad. We'll bump that up to 180 after this. You guys can't hear this, right? Okay, cool. Let me see what Pat and the boys talk about over there. Hey, chat jumping. 40,000. Oh, Stephon Diggs is going to get on there to talk. You guys want to see what I'm watching? Shout out to the Pat Show, man. Oh shoot, you guys still can't hear it. Sorry. All right, so they say TJ Lang has a strong head. Basically what they were talking about there was we're talking about the hits at practice that go on. It's just there's some hits at practice that go on, and and Pat's relating to where he's a kicker, or he's a punter, but in those drills and in those times, you're not you ain't got to worry about none of that. You don't have to worry about that blind side hit. You don't have to worry about taking. And yeah, we're not doing Oklahoma drill no more in the NFL and stuff like that. But I guarantee you, they're doing something pretty similar to where you still cracking pads over there pretty good. So I think that's what they got going on. I don't really want to take from the Pat McAfee show though. I feel like I don't even want to show their stuff because then I feel like I'm just taking from them. Let's pull up ESPN and NFL.com. I haven't really got a game plan or anything actually locked in for the podcast today. I kind of just went live. I got a few minutes here if you're quick. Oh, yep, bet. Let's do it. All right, I got to call and make these roster moves real quick, guys. You guys are more than welcome to see my roster. I'm about to sign Justin Herbert. And you guys can check out the roster right here. I'm about to sign Justin Herbert. Be right back. Sorry, chat. Just had to make football roster moves, and y'all seen me looking up stuff. I had to look up players and whatnot to make sure my cuts weren't bad and make sure I'm doing the right moves. Made me double check on my phone. My bad, Brody. Cedric, what up, gang? Appreciate you popping in. My bad. Listen, this is like the worst show ever. I'm being super, like, what you call it. My bad. I got some stuff going on. Someone tried to steal some stuff out my car. They cut my pipes off of my car. I live in ghetto, so they got us good, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. And then I just did my football roster moves. I'll read that in a second. I got you. This is my roster. I just had to re-sign. I just had to sign Justin Herbert, and then I signed Kaiser White. I had to make a couple roster moves, make a couple of plays. But yeah. 1 second, I gotta finish this email out, and then I'll read that. I'm good to go. All right, I'm good to go. Cedric, you still in the building, gang? I got you. What's your thoughts about trade? Let me know. Are you in a PPR, IDP, 10 man, 12 man, 14 man? Mine's way different than yours. I'm in a lot more advanced league. So me giving you my advice on a guy may be just a little bit different. PPR. I need to know how many teams. How many teams you got in there, Brody? What's it looking like? And if you got a Twitter, you're more than welcome to send to message your team to me on Twitter. My Twitter is Juice TV. All you gotta do is just and I can put it in chat for you as well. Just screenshot your if there's only 6 teams, the value margin is crazy, but there'll be a huge point differential in between like your team gaps. And I actually got a pretty good example. I set up on Sleeper app. I set up a 6-man roster because I'm doing a draft with some guys that are in our fantasy, and I'm trying to do another one with you guys. So if you'd like to join it at some point in time, Cedric, let me know. I can put you down and stuff, get a little bit of info from you, like a little Twitter or Instagram or something, so I can message everybody out. And I'm gonna try to do a draft with all you guys and have some fun. I'll give like $20, $30 or something like that to the winner. I ain't no rich motherfucker, so I can't get y'all a lot, but we can do a buy-in. But then that's just like everybody else league. But with 6 teams, I'm trying to think here. It would be hard, right? And the reason why I say that is because you don't want to trade. If you're talking about trading DeAndre Swift and Johnson for CeeDee Lamb and Zeke, Swift has 10 times more value in my eyes than what Zeke does. Now, CeeDee Lamb has a tiny bit more value and a little bit more value over Deontay, just based off of the quarterback situation and the quarterback play you're going to get with Pittsburgh. And I'm a Pittsburgh fan. Or, excuse me, with the difference between George Pickens panning out very, 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 very well for Pittsburgh right now. Pittsburgh is very excited for what they are getting out of George Pickens. So, it really depends upon what your roster looks like, because I need wide receiver. It depends. That's why if you have Twitter or Instagram or something, if you can screenshot your roster and just send it to me, and you can screenshot it and just send it to me and at me in it, and I can check it out, pull it up on screen and whatnot for you, and try to figure out what's going on with your team and try to help you out a little bit. But you're not getting, like, going from Deontay Johnson and CeeDee Lamb points-wise isn't going to be too much compared to Swift versus Zeke's, because you got to understand, Swift has Jamal Williams there, and then there's another running back there, right? Is Raymond's a running back or a wide receiver? I'd look at depth charts real quick. Let me see. What is he? What are we looking at? Detroit? No. Yeah, it'd be Detroit. Let's see here. No, they got Josh Reynolds at wide receiver. And then they got Jamal. Oh, it's Craig Reynolds. That's the backup. Okay, Craig Reynolds. Okay, so Craig Reynolds may end up taking Jamal Williams' spot by the end of this season. Craig Williams will probably have Jamal Williams' spot, just because I think contract-wise, Jamal Williams is up next year. Youth and all of that stuff plays into it. Where did I check news? Do you have when you signed? Have you watched Hard Knocks at all? I think I sent you a tweet, my man. Notifications. Nope. It's Juice TV like this, brother. Unless you DM'd it to me. Did you DM it to me? Let me check my DMs. I don't know if anyone else's DMs are in there, so I don't want to leak nothing. Let me see. Did you DM it to me? One pending DM. No. Oh, it was from the 31st. Are you Mr. Feds? I'm not really good with Twitter. You're good, brother. Is this right here? Oh, shoot. What the hell did I just do? I just clicked off some whole other shit. Yeah, that's me? Oh, okay, cool. So all you want to do, brother, is just do this. Just go to my profile page. Just, like, go to my profile page, just like this. And then at the bottom right, like, if you're on a phone or a computer, it should say like down here, compose a message or tweet or something. And then maybe if I was to hit tweet right here, like for the computer, see how I hit tweet, and then it pops up your at already, and then all I gotta do is just add image, and then I can just add the screenshot in, and then that way it does it real easy for you. Oh, is this you right here? What's your thoughts on my dynasty league 8 people league PPR? Is this it right here, gang? No, that's an 8-team team. That's an 8-man team. You said 6. Okay, that's not the same one. And you were in a dynasty league right here. I like dynasty leagues more than I like draft leagues because I don't like redrafting players every year. I think it makes it too easy and it's not hard. But that's my opinion. Oh, you DM'd it to me? Cool. Accept messages. Okay, so what you did was you drafted Brady at like what, round 12, 13, 14, 11? I would hope you didn't take him no higher than that. I'm assuming you went Christian McCaffrey first, Najee Harris second, Swift. Then what'd you go after that? Did you go Pittman or something? Oh, shoot, this is... Hello? Yes, sir. I appreciate you, brother. Be there in a second. All right. See you. Yep. I gotta get footage from... Sorry, I am really trying to help you. I have to get footage. I took my flash drive or my hard drive down to this place that got footage because someone got underneath our cars and cut off all of our shit. So none of my cars are started. So you gotta give me a second. I gotta walk down here. It'll take me less than 2 minutes to grab my cord, or to grab my Ethernet cable, not Ethernet cable, my damn storage unit. But if I can help you and if you're gonna dip, if I could help in any way, shape, or form, and if you don't got time, because I gotta run down there and grab this real quick. I wouldn't do the trade because you have Terry McLaurin. As long as that pans out, you'll be okay. Keenan Allen's going to put up numbers regardless. Drake London has an opportunity to do something. Pittman, you're not getting too much better with CeeDee Lamb over Pittman. You'll get a little bit maybe, but not much. I get it. You're trying to boost up Deontay Johnson a little bit. But you could probably do something. Go to your do me a favor. Go to your available players. Go to your available players for wide receivers and screenshot the first available page for wide receivers, and then screenshot the second page, and then screenshot the first page for just running backs, and then send me both of those. And by the time you send those, I should be back. And then I'll look at what's available, and you may be able to pick something up and then trade something minor, and then do a pickup off of free agency that people aren't aware of. You guys got a 6-man league, so there's only 6 teams, so there's hella players available. It's like J.D. McKissick probably isn't on a roster. Tony Pollard may be, and if Tony Pollard isn't on one, Tony Pollard's gonna score more than what Zeke is. But if you dip, brother, hopefully that helped you out some, gangster. I'll be right back though. assuming you're still in here. I just got your, sweating like a motherfucker going outside, gang. Damn, sweatpants is not it outside. I'm back, chat. My apologies for being gone. My apologies. I had to go run downstairs and grab something. Or not downstairs, run across the street, grab this hard drive back. Check this footage now. Hopefully catch this bastard that breaking into cars and stealing shit and cutting pipes off of cars. Let me and over here. Okay. I got those. Let me plug my. I don't really need my hard drive plugged in. I'll be alright. I'll plug it in after the show. Okay. I think I sent you a tweet. It is me. Okay. 1 McCaffrey, 2 Harris, 3 Swift, 4 Allen, 5, 6 Akers. Oh, you didn't have to list your players to me, brother. I see them. 8 Pittman, 9. Oh, is that how you view them? Is that your ranking of them? Of like your draft picks. Okay, so you want 1 McCaffrey, 2 Harris, 3 Swift, 4 Allen. Is that Allen Robinson? 4 Allen. Oh, Keenan Allen. 4 Keenan Allen, 5 Terry McLaurin, 6 Cam Akers, 7 Sutton. I'm not a fan of Sutton. A lot of people are though. 8 of Pittman, 9 Johnson, 10 Waller, 11 Juju. Juju's that guy that a lot of people can have faith in. I'm not the biggest faith in that. But that's me. But that's also because on my team, on my actual fantasy, I have Hardman and I have Scatling. So with having MVS and Hardman, it kind of makes it hard for me to root for Juju, even though I fuck with Juju and I'm a Juju fan. I'm a Steelers fan, so I'm rocking with him. But yeah, I just scheme-wise, he fits perfectly like Travis Kelce. So I think that I got you, Z Smitty. 1 second, gangster. So let me know 10 team. Let me know if that's PPR, IDP, what you got going on in there, Smitty. And if you want, you're more than welcome to just how he did. Either DM it to me or you can message it to me at Juice TV on Twitter. Your team just how he did, and I can help you out a little bit. But let's see here. I'm really interested in Mitchell, but I don't want to drop a player. Cedric, you still in the building, right, gangster? So I'm not talking to the wall. Because you just sent me these over. I want to make sure you transition back over. I'm not sure if you're on your phone or if you're on a computer. So just want to make sure you get back. What are your thoughts on my team? 10 team, quarterback is Stafford. Stafford's good money. Mixon's cool. Javonte Williams is all right. James Conner's cool. Breece Hall probably got really good value for him. Gainwell is actually a crazy piece. And I maybe have another trade for QB1, Brady Waller versus. Cedric, let me think on that. That's a possibility. That's a high possibility, but it's low. Let me check. I want to check your available guys real quick. I want to see who's available. Let me see who's available in your league, and then we'll see what's going on with that Waller for Hockenson. Because really, you're upgrading Herbert for Brady, but then you got to think Brady's gonna do what Brady do. Brady gonna put up Brady points. Like Brady's not gonna get outscored by all these quarterbacks like how he is on the draft. They're just putting him there because of his age and because they think that he's gonna decline in the smallest ways and he's not gonna put up career numbers again. But they don't know that's just what Tom Brady does. So that's on you at that point. But let's go back up to Chase, Juju. Juju's cool, kind of the same thing that I told Cedric. I'm there with that. I want to see him succeed, but he's kind of like a possession receiver. They have that with Travis Kelce. Now, will a possession receiver fees well with them? I'm not sure. Because Travis Kelce's already that possession guy. So you kind of got to play both parts there. He could be very useful if Scatling and Hardman don't pan out. If Hardman does not pan out this year at all, they're going to need a secondary receiver. So Sky Moore, Scatling, or Juju will have to play. Somebody will have to step in. Somebody will have to make big plays. Or else they're just going to rotate Ronald Jones and El Air a lot. But they like number 10, Pachio or Pachical for Kansas City. I could look up depth chart here in a second. So you're kind of shaky right there, in my opinion, with that. I like Godwin. I love D-Hop. D-Hop is a great pick for you. I wish you would have got another receiver and not Juju and Godwin and focused up on a higher receiver right there and then just snag D-Hop in the later round. Like you did, but that's fine. Ayuk's okay, but not really there. I like Gallup more than I like a lot of what you got, to be honest with you. Gallup's going to put up pretty close to what CeeDee Lamb's going to put up. It's just, can Gallup stay healthy? When's he coming back? Is it week 4, week 3, week 5? Not sure. Waller, love Waller. You also have to worry about week 1 and week 2 with Waller. You guys can play fantasy till you're blue in the face, right? And I'll tell you guys this. Names do not matter when it comes to scoring. It matters about who scores. So if you're in a free league and you're doing it for fun, you don't got to take it too serious. But if you got a couple of dollars on the line or a lot of money on the line, always know this. Names have nothing to do with anything. It's about production and it's about percentage of being in. I don't care about a name. I care about how much they're in on the game. And I don't care if you're only in for 50% of the game. If you're in at 50% of the snaps, okay, for those 50% of the snaps, where do those snaps go? Just like I'll give you an example. J.D. McKessick doesn't get the most playing time in the world. But when J.D. McKessick's in the game, it's 60% to like 70-something percent going to go his way. So if J.D. McKessick's in the game, it's either going to be a run with him or he's going to 100%, 95% have a chip block, check down, or a guaranteed just route out of the backfield. So you're always going to get that out of him. So that's why the value's there. Same thing with Pollard over Zeke to me. So it's about what you're getting for what you want. Herbert is going to be a little bit more than Brady, Cedric. But Waller is going to be a tiny bit over Hockenson. But is he going to be over Hockenson if he misses 2 weeks? If he misses 2 weeks, he's not doing nothing for you the first 2 weeks. You're only going to have probably one tight end on your roster anyways. But I love Waller. If you can manage the points, you're fine with that. I love the Breece Hall. I like the James Conner. The Javonte Williams I'm still iffy about because Melvin Gordon is still a solid running back and he's going to put up his numbers. They're going to 50-50 that. Javonte Williams may get 25 more carries, 30 more carries this year, maybe 40 max than what Melvin Gordon does. But I doubt that he even gets that. My bad, I had to make sure my puppy was laying down. But I doubt that he gets that. It's just about perception and what you believe points-wise. I like to go based off of facts. My facts are, what did you do last year and the year before? If you're a rookie, if you're someone that's your second year in the league, what did you do your first year in the league? Okay, if you did nothing, but yeah, you're on the starting roster and you have a role. Okay, now I'm Googling about you to see if the team or to see if your peers are talking about you. Another good thing to do is look at the top 100 list. See if your player is on the NFL's top 100. The reason why that is very key is because that is voted on by players. No one on that list will be on there if they don't still have it. Majority of people that are on the list, there's maybe 10 to 20 people that are on that top 100 list that don't make it. So that means you have an 80% chance that of everybody on that top 100 list still hitting for you. And even the guys that don't make the top 100 list, their numbers may have just dropped a little bit to where they're 101 to 150 in the top NFL. So that's a good ballpark for me to tell people on what I think for that. So it's just like Lockett. I like Lockett, but I'm not sure with Geno. Geno's going to probably target DK Metcalf because if you looked when Geno came into the game last year, it was straight DK time, and which I love because I have DK on my team. But that can also cause picks. That can cause turnovers. That can cause them going from having the ball for 17 minutes a game to 9 minutes a game. And people don't understand, a team having the ball like, oh, damn, my guy didn't score this week. Well, go look at possession. Well, you see the other team had double the possession as that team. That's why that team was unable to use that player. And then there's some guys like Deebo Samuel, for example. It don't matter if it's only 12 plays. If it's 12 plays, Deebo's getting 4 of them. And that's minimum. I don't care if Kittle's on the field. He's getting 4. Just like Kittle, if he doesn't care, it doesn't matter if Deebo's on the field. He's going to get 4. You know what I mean? So out of those 12, 8's going to go there. Then you may get 2 or 3 that go to Mitchell, maybe 2 in a carry, maybe 1 out the pass, or they're going to exchange running backs there. I see you talked about Mitchell. I like Mitchell, but the thing about Mitchell to me is he was hurt in high school, he was hurt in college, and he was hurt 5 different times last year. 5 different injuries. 5 different weeks that he's missing because of 5 different things. Whether it's the shoulder, whether it's his head, whether it's his back, whether it's his ribs, whether it's his leg. Something's hurt on him. And yeah, he still played majority games and whatnot. But what happens if that happens next year? If that happens next year and he misses 5 games because of bang bang plays, okay, cool. Then the year after that, it's maybe nothing. So for dynasties and stuff, you really stay away from certain things like that in my eyes, because it's too much of a gamble. But in just draft leagues like you guys, it's okay to take that risk, but it's up to you if you want to take that risk, and that's kind of why I'm trying to break it down to you, because there's a little risk factor on taking select guys over certain guys. Just like Chris Olave down here at the very bottom of yours, Cedric. I like Chris Olave. But Michael Thomas is still there. Is Michael Thomas going to be healthy the entire year? Is Michael Thomas going to bounce back the way that we think Michael Thomas is going to bounce back? So there's a value in there because you don't know when he's going to be super late and you can hang on to him on a reserve, right? Just like Scatling's there. If Scatling goes for 3 catches, 75 yards, and a touchdown week 1, or 4 catches and 80-some yards and a touchdown week 1, everyone that doesn't have him on a roster now is going to go instantly pick him up. Okay? Rondale Moore. If you go look at Rondale Moore, production isn't the best. Points isn't the best. He has high input, and he has high production possibility based off of not only the team plays that call for him, but based off of the coaches as well. The coaches want to involve him a lot. So that's a key factor there. Alan Lazard, Chase Claypool. That's on you. A lot of people aren't taking him. Claypool says he's going to be a top 5, top 3 receiver. If he does, everyone's going to feel stupid as hell for not picking him up. That's kind of like a possibility pick there. You don't know with that. When guys come out and make statements like that, it's hard to not go with them. But that's just me personally. Let's see. What else we got here? We have Hardman. I like Hardman. If Hardman has a big game, he's instantly going to get picked up. Whoever has that big game in Kansas City is going to get picked up. And I want you to know this. Do not count on Juju being that guy. If you're going to have one of the 3 Chiefs wide receivers on your roster, you take Scatling or you take Hardman. That's my personal opinion. I do not take Juju over those 2. Because for so many reasons. What was successful for Kansas City for so long? Speed. Elusiveness. Getting the quarterback out of the pocket, because they don't have the best pocket O-line. They have a good move around O-line. So therefore that allows him to move around. So therefore move around plays aren't the best for possession receivers unless you're like Hines Ward or a cornerstone possession type receiver. Which Brandon Marshall's kind of like that, but he was a number 1. And he was a clear number 1, but he was a possession receiver. He was a clear one. You know what I mean? Like, he's like a build that's like Andre Johnson, but Andre Johnson was a clear number 1 non-possession. He was a clear number 1 possession receiver. Now, Claypool can be the same thing. He could actually end up being a clear number 1 possession receiver, but he may never be that guy that scores super good for fantasy points, but Brandon Marshall was. So it's kind of that borderline. It's that transition. You got to understand what you're getting. I like Robbie Anderson more than what I like Juju. I like Sterling Shepard 100 times more than I like Juju. 100 times more. The only thing that hurts Sterling Shepard is injuries. George Pickens is on there, bruh. Corey Davis, listen. Hold on, you got Trey Sutton. Throw Sutton and Juju in a trade. Throw Sutton and Juju in a trade if you can. Throw Sutton and Juju in a trade if you can. And I don't really know what help you want with Smitty. I don't know what help you're wanting. You're just a PPR. What I think of your team. I mean, I told you what I think of your team. Maybe that's all you wanted. Maybe you left already. I don't know. But I would try to move that, and then I would try to move that, and then you can move Waller with that, and then try to bump up in a tight end maybe. Maybe find somebody in your league that has the tight end good, and that could use a wide receiver. And then move one of them wide receivers and go pick up one of these wide receivers. Because you got a lot of value here. There's a lot of value in those picks. There's 5 to 6 different guys you could take a chance on, and one of them guys could work. Let's see here. Running backs. Elijah Mitchell. You talked about Elijah Mitchell. I like him too. He could put up points. Okay. Bruh. Let's see if you could do this, Cedric. Okay, try to find a trade suitor, right? I think this will be best for your roster. You still in there? I ain't trying to. You ain't said that in a minute, so I ain't trying to. I don't know if you just in there chilling, listening to me talk, but I ain't trying to give you guys advice if you guys ain't in there. Let me know you in there, Cedric, and I'll break down to you what I think you should do personally. Yeah, okay, cool. Me personally, I'm thinking maybe let's move Juju, let's move Sutton, and then you could even move Drake London. Now, Drake London could be that guy. Listen, Drake London could very well be that guy. Drake London can be that guy. That's what helps you with moving that. And try to find somewhere to where you can get a good value out of that. Just try to get good value out of that. Because if not, you need to cut Juju and you need to cut Sutton. Flat like that. And you definitely 110%. 110%. You need to go pick up Dameon Pierce and Tony Pollard. And if this running back right here stays healthy, Raheem Mostert stays healthy, if he stays healthy, he will be a top 10 fantasy back. 100%. Top 10. 100%. His breakout year, and it wasn't even a good year for him, was a top 5, top 10 running back in the league. And then he got hurt, then he got hurt, then he got hurt. And that wasn't even a good year for him. He wasn't even happy with that year at all. Raheem Mostert can go for 10 yards every time he touches that football. Every fucking time. Every time. He's literally one of the only running backs that is injury prone that will get picked up and signed by teams. I don't know. You would have to look at other teams and see who could use that other wide receiver, or see who has a bad flex. See whose flex is just But you definitely need to get Dameon Pierce. Dameon Pierce is a rookie, and he took Marlon Mack's starting position for Houston. 100% need to pick up Dameon Pierce. And Tony Pollard for sure. J.D. McKessick damn near too, but Tony Pollard for sure. Like with room-wise and what you got going, like you would be fine cutting Juju and cutting Sutton and picking up Tony Pollard and Dameon Pierce. I guarantee you by week 3 you get a trade offer for one of these guys. %, would take Dameon Pierce, brother. Let me see here. I got some footage. I got a little bit of footage on the channel that I haven't dropped for you guys yet. I'll show a little bit of it in here for you guys. I've been trying to work around copyright issues and stuff. So, let's see here. Where's the 10-yard carries at? All right, these are all the 10-yard runs. That's copyrighted though. $10-yard carry. Let's go to the link. Put this in 1080p for you real quick. I want you to see something, right? Alright. All these are in order from whenever I get to the team. I just got to get to the team. I don't know why this shit's taking. Can you load? Is my internet being slow today? 720. Is this my internet, or is this because this isn't dropped and they acting crazy with my link? But I think Dameon Pierce is a little overhyped. No, he's not. you gotta look at okay, here's Houston. You gotta look at whose job he took, brother. All right, this is him. This is him. I don't know if you've seen these, but this is from week 3 of preseason, the last preseason. He's 31. Now this carry's overhyped. This is not running no one over. I want people to know this. I want to show you something though. He hits this gap. He hits this gap. There's a difference between running backs that don't hit gaps and running backs that hit gaps. I know. I promise you. He hits gaps. Now this is a hole, but this is considered a gap to him because it's not a hole. A hole is like an opening to where it's like, oh, I'm gone. That is small and closing. But he don't care. He hits it. And the reason why he hit it is the reason why he bounces off of this guy that is being blocked. He doesn't run him over. This guy is currently being blocked. But he runs into him expecting contact. But he got through the hole or through the gap before the impact made, right? So therefore, that changed the trajectory of how he ran. But can he find a way in the starting lineup? He is already the starter. He has taken Marlon Mack's job. This week of week 3 preseason, they announced that he is the starter and he has officially took Marlon Mack's job. After this game, Marlon Mack rushed for 5 carries for like 40, 50 some yards or something like that. And he had, or 30, I don't know what it was, but he had 1 carry for like 18 or something like that. Another carry for like 12 or 13. All his carries were good. Everything was good money besides 1 carry up the middle. And when he went to truck with somebody, he got stood up. And then they just stayed in the same spot. And that happens. But the difference between him and Dameon Pierce is Dameon Pierce will more than likely go through that. Or it'll be a collision and then they fall. They want that more than what they want out of Marlon Mack, which doesn't make sense to me. Right here. Oh. Okay, let me ask you this. He's pretty close to Cam Akers. He's probably really close to Cam Akers, if not higher. Because Cam Akers is going to split a lot with Darrell Henderson. That's what a lot of people don't realize. A lot of people like, yeah, Javonte Williams is going to get his totes. Yeah, Javonte Williams is going to get his points. But Melvin Gordon going to get his too. You going to deal with 3 or 4 weeks out of the season to where Melvin Gordon may be that heavier load guy. Just like with Zeke. It may be a couple of weeks where Pollard's taking all that off. Yeah, he's on your bench. But the point is he's on your bench the same way that Dameon Pierce could be. And yeah, you want to have wide receiver flexibility, and I get it. But I'm telling you, those running backs are going to end up getting picked up by somebody else, and someone's going to cut someone to pick them up. You can already have them on your roster to where they have to trade you higher-end receivers to get that. Like, me personally, keeping Juju and keeping Cortland Sutton as a possibility receiver doesn't do anything for me. I'd rather see Keenan Allen there, Terry McLaurin, and Drake London. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's plenty of wide receiver depth. You have plenty. Your running back depth is just Cameron Akers. Your running back depth is a guy that tore his Achilles last year. That's what you're banking depth on, which I'm cool with Cam Akers. So Pierce over Elijah Mitchell. Damn near. Elijah Mitchell's been injured a lot, and Elijah Mitchell splits time with running backs. But they did just cut Trey Sermon, more than likely. I'm assuming that they did. They probably got another running back there. He's going to be the Balco. But Debo requires 40+% of that offense. Just what he requires. He's just that good of a player. Debo requires 40%. Kittle requires 30 to 40. That's 60% of your offense minimum right there. That's 60% of your offense. And I mean, I can show you the year before Debo was really useful. He was still high percentage in usage. A lot of plays were going for his direction. They were trying to figure out how they could use Debo. Last year, they actually figured out how they could. So, you don't know what you're getting there. I like Elijah Mitchell. I went away from trading for him during this dynasty, in my dynasty, because they wanted too much value for him, which they have all right to want that value for him. I'm just not willing to give up that value for him because of the injuries. I just don't want a guy on my roster, and I'm dynasty, so it's different for me. But I don't want a guy on my roster that, and all guys get hurt. Any player that's never been hurt before can easily get just as hurt as a guy that's been injury prone. It's just the guys that are injury prone, they usually tend to make you lose a few games because there's going to be a couple of weeks that you're in there and you're playing, and you're going to be like, damn, this guy got hurt, and now I got to fill in that guy for the next 2 to 3 weeks. You don't have that fill-in for running back. You have the fill-in for wide receiver. So I'd cut Juju. I'd cut Sutton. You can sign Mitchell. If you believe in Mitchell, sign Mitchell. I don't dislike Mitchell. I just dislike injuries. And then you can sign Pierce or Tony Pollard. But, I mean, me personally, I would take Pierce or Pollard over someone that's already fucking questionable. And he was questionable all fucking last year. My weak side is wide receiver. It's not. Your weak side is running back. Brady won't not perform. You guys, like, listen. Age does not matter to certain players. Certain players, age does not matter. They will retire when they are done. Like, there's certain guys that are just like that. It's just like, let me give you a defensive guy, for example. Cameron Jordan, someone that's not supposed to be in the league this long. Motherfucker's still in the league kicking. Still in the league at the top of the game, too. Top 10, top 15, top 20. He's top 10, realistically. But we'll say top 20 if you count super young guys and you count age and shit. So, I gotta go. No, my puppy shouldn't be barking at them. We should be good. But wide receiver isn't where you're weak at. You're only weak at wide receiver because you have Juju and Cortland Sutton. If you didn't have Juju and Cortland Sutton and you had 2 other pieces right there, that roster wouldn't look the way it looks. Drake London's a phenomenal rookie to take a chance on. I like it. But I don't know. I just look, brother. Look. Let me show you. You want me to show you something real quick? Let me show you something. And he's all the way down there on your guys' stuff. All right? Let's look up Tony Pollard. Let's look up another running back. Who you got on there? Cam Akers. Let's look up Cam Akers. Good season. And just to show you, like, the difference between, like, what people actually put up. And you're in a PPR league, so all these points are going to matter to you. All right? It's all about what you're viewing on, gangster. Like Pittman's your weak point. But you stacked in running backs. Like, realistically, Keenan Allen's going to start over Deontay Johnson. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. And then you may end up moving Scary Terry in for Pittman. The thing is you have receivers that are interchangeable. As long as Matt Ryan is on some Matty Ice shit, you're just fine with Pittman. You are just fucking fine. Keenan Allen's always going to put up numbers. Justin Herbert's there. So that's a consistency thing. Not sure what consistency you're going to get without a Deontay Johnson, But he's going to put up around those points, so it's kind of on you. Scary Terry's going to do the same thing. You're going to have 3 running backs at all times that change for your flex. So your flex is never really going to be an issue for wide receivers. So you're really only ever going to need to worry about 2 starting wide receivers, right? Now, unless you take a bunch of crazy injuries and shit like that, and shit happens. But you should be good money, brother. Like, realistically, there's nothing wrong with Keenan. There's nothing wrong with Scary Terry, and there's nothing wrong with Pittman. I'm a fan of Deontay Johnson. I fuck with Deontay Johnson. It's just a quarterback situation. You don't know what quarterback's going to target what wide receivers, and you don't know what quarterbacks are going to last. Okay, so look, he was drafted in 1 and 2 spot. 1 and 2 spot with 625 yards in 13 games and 123 yards receiving with 11 catches. Okay? First of all, let's compare rushing yards. 130 carries for 700 yards. Okay? 130 for 700. 145 for 600. Okay? 11 catches for 123. 39 catches for 337. To Trey Johnson, I figured that's what you was doing. Yep. Figured that's what you was doing. But this is just to show you an example. This is just to show you a small example. And this is to show you that he is going to take Zeke Elliott's spot. I mean, anybody else can think what they want to think, and they can keep drafting Zeke, in the 4th and 5th and 3rd and 6th round. And they can keep not drafting Tony Pollard at all. And they can feel stupid as shit when they pick him up week 2, week 3, week 1. I like CeeDee Lamb. I fuck with CeeDee. CeeDee has to eat. He's literally the only receiver there. Michael Gallup's hurt for, 4, 5, 6 weeks before he comes into the season. CeeDee Lamb has to eat. CeeDee Lamb has to be productive. So what was the original? Swift and Deontay Johnson for CeeDee Lamb and Zeke. No, I wouldn't do that. You're giving up too much in Swift for Zeke. You're giving up 2nd round running back for a 6th round running back, and you're giving up a 5th round receiver for a 4th round receiver. See what I'm saying? He's getting more value in that. And you guys don't do draft picks and stuff like that, so there's nothing for you to get on your back end to where it makes sense for you. You could tell him to pop. You could tell him he's more than welcome to pop into this podcast, and I talk to him and let him know what a good trade is, and we can work out a fair trade for you guys both. I don't know what the fuck these people keep messaging me about, talking about. Wide receiver 6 on multiple rankings. I'll show you 6 wide receivers that are gonna score more than him. You want me to show you? I'll show you. Oh, there's 5. There's 5 that'll score him, by the way. That's 5 just off of that list right there. Okay, let's see here. Tyreek Hill's going to be above him. Stephon Diggs is going to be above him. DJ Moore has a chance. Mike Williams has a chance. Keenan Allen has a chance. Godwin, iffy. CeeDee Lamb's right there at 1,100 yards on 79 catches. His numbers probably go to like... He could be a 1,200 to 1,300 receiver guy. But then again, fuck, I'd rather have Mike Evans. I'd get Mike Evans on a cheaper value, and he's only going to score 1 more point per week than Mike Evans. I'd rather have Mike. And Mike Evans is probably like, what, 18th or 19th receiver? When you pay a running back for 12... Oh, when you pay running back $12 million per year, you need to play him. Elliott. Oh, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't care how much they pay that man. They paid that man years ago. He ain't getting no new contract. That shit was years ago, brother. Years. And ever since he signed that contract, they've had issues with him. That's why they hate signing running backs, because usually when a running back gets a big deal, the next year after that they fall off, and then it's just a decline after that. And that's why teams hate signing running backs to big deals, just like Todd Gurley. I mean, I can go on and on about those stylistic running backs. I'm a Zeke fan too, but you just got to go with numbers and you got to go with realisticness, and they take Zeke out a lot to bring in Pollard. No, that's what I'm saying. CeeDee Lamb is literally the only target in that offense for receivers. But Tony Pollard is going to be very useful for week 1 through 4, receiving wise. Completely different than what he will be whenever Michael Gallup comes back. Then Pollard will get like probably 2 less targets in the pass game. But when Pollard's out, he's going to be in an increase. And then he'll slowly go to a decline, if not stay at that same peak throughout the whole year. Zeke is going to get a good workload, and then when Gallup comes back, it's going to go more into a pass game, and then it could loosen it up a little bit for Zeke, or it could not loosen it up for Zeke, and then Zeke, and it can just go back to the same thing last year. I mean, what was Zeke's numbers last year? Were they any good? Did Zeke even put up good numbers? No offense to Zeke, but is he not up here? Oh, it's Ezekiel. Excuse me. Played his first full season last year. Kudos to him. Oh, he broke 1,000 again last year. Good shit. He had 1,000 rushing yards and 300 receiving yards. Let's see here. He had 300 more rushing yards. He had 300 more rushing yards than Pollard on over 100 more carries. And then he had, let's see here, 10 more catches for 100 less yards. I mean, brother, Zeke's been injured his whole career. Zeke gets banged up every year. I think, this year, in 2018, he had a couple of issues. In 2020, he had a few different issues. But they're all always so minor issues with Zeke. It's never a big issue with Zeke. It's always something minor. But yet, the minor issues have big impact towards his play. And you also gotta look at this shit too, brother. 300 carries, 300 carries. Okay? Pollard came into the league at 2019. 2019 was the last year he received 300 carries. I go off facts and I go off numbers. I don't care about names and I don't care about who other people like. I care about what statistics say. That's what I like. And then I like guys, of course. I love football and I watch too much of it. So, I like guys and shit. Like, I like Rondale Moore. His numbers ain't the best, and production ain't the best, but I like Rondale Moore a lot. I think Rondale Moore next year, could really blow the fuck up. You just don't know what year. And this year's a great year to have him because of the 6-game suspension to DeAndre Hopkins and with them getting rid of Christian Kirk. But a lot of people don't play into those pieces, though, and a lot of people don't look to think about those things. Just like Zeke. I like Zeke a lot, brother, but fuck. He's averaging less yards on a carry, playing full season. He's averaging less points for rushing, and he's averaging less points for receiving, technically. He's just getting a couple more opportunities. But his opportunities have went down every year since Pollard has been into the league. You can see this big jump. 2018, he had 95 targets. When Pollard was there, his targets went down 20. Pollard was there the next year, they went down 20. And then the next year, right? So you're down about 20 to 30 from when Pollard wasn't there, just on targets alone. And then you've lost anywhere between 60 to 70 carries. Now this year he could be around 200 carries. If Zeke rushes for 200, if Zeke has 17 games played in 200 carries or 210 carries, he's going to have 800 to 900 yards, and he may have 30 catches for 150 to 200 yards, right? Then that means Pollard's going to be over here with 800 yards rushing, 700 yards rushing, 900 yards, or even 1,000. Depends upon how they distribute that rushing. And then this number is just going to do nothing but go up for the targets and for the completions, and then this number is going to do nothing but go up. All I see is incline for Pollard and decline for Zeke. based off of numbers and based off of the team and based off of the production. Zeke may be good for week 1 through 4, but after that, it's going to get real choppy for him. And the left tackle, Tyron Smith, just went out. He likes to run to the left a lot. He likes to feed off of that. That is going to change the run game a lot as well. All right, Cedric, get ready for work, brother. Hopefully you enjoy your day. Hopefully that helped you a little bit out with your team. Hopefully that helped you out with your roster a little bit. That's just kind of, what I view it, how I view it. And how I view it could be completely wrong in 3 weeks. Or it could be completely right. You know what I'm saying? It's football. You don't know. You don't know until kickoff, man. You don't know shit until week 1. So that's how I look at it. I just try and I try to give y'all good facts on the reason why I make the shit that I make. Statements that I make. But I appreciate you for tapping in, and I definitely appreciate the big subscribe, brother. Thank you. Appreciate you. What's this? Oh, that was just the video I was showing for Damian Pierce. Take that off. Yeah, thank you, my guy. Have a good rest of your day. I appreciate you, brother. Likewise, stay blessed, be safe, gangster, be safe. And gangster to me is just someone that handles their business, whether they go to a 9-to-5 job, whether they take care of their kid, whether they wake up and brush their teeth in the morning and handle their day. A gangster is somebody that, casually goes throughout their day and handles their business, whatever that is. That's a gangster in my book. Appreciate you. I'm going to handle that work now, gangster. Gonna make light work of that. Oh, yeah, Hammer at Dawn's on? Okay, shout out to Hammer at Dawn. We can get that Zeke stuff off here, Pollard off, keep depth chart up. Take stats off too. Put some other stuff up. Yeah, all good. Heard you, gangster. See you, man. Alrighty. I guess I'll put another tweet out. Maybe try to get somebody else in here, maybe. I don't know. If not, I guess I'll just look up some fantasy football news for the day. Fantasy football. And more info here. Join and ask the questions you need to know. I just need my link. Drop that in there. Connor, fucking with him. How many teams you got? And if you want, take a screenshot of your roster, offense and your bench and whatnot. And I'm assuming you're not defense and stuff like that. And then just send it to me on Twitter. You can send it to me on Twitter if you want. At Juice TV. If you ain't got Twitter, you got Instagram or something like that, I'll give you one of those. You're more than welcome to send me screenshots of your roster, tell you what I think. Barkley in a full season, it depends. If he plays, you're great. If he doesn't play, you're fucked. I mean, that's the thing about Barkley. I mean, it's very cut and dry with Barkley. Barkley's like a real, if you draft Barkley, you got to understand the injury prone and you just don't worry about it. And if you don't draft Barkley, it's because you're staying away from the injury factor. You know what I mean? That's really the big thing. But I would make sure that you have a backup running back just in case. And you're in a 12-man team, so there's probably not too much left in free agency. But if you was to screenshot what's available in your free agency and whatnot, like how this guy done, and just sent it to me a minute ago, and he sent me his tight ends, showed me what he had available for running back, and then showed me what was at the top for wide receivers. This way I can kind of see what you got going on and what's available. So that way you may actually be able to pick up a guy just on that no one's drafted, and that probably going to pan out better than majority of players on someone's roster. And you could probably trade something minor from your team to pick up something that you need, and then have an empty spot to where you're picking up a guy off of to where you're giving up more in the trade, but they're willing to do that because you're getting that piece, and then you're replacing all of that with someone from free agency. But I'm not sure who you have in free agency. Hello? What's up, OG? Oh, you on your way to work? I don't have Twitter anymore. RIP. You're good, Connor. Do you have Instagram? All of my stuff's Juice TV. So if you have Instagram, you can send it to me on Instagram as well, and I can look at your roster that way. Ain't nothing pops. I'm just on the podcast talking to some people, trying to run it up. You hear me? Oh, okay. All right. Well, I love you then, pops. All right, bye. That was Pops. Pops is usually on the podcast, but Pops is at work today, so Pops couldn't make it to the podcast. But damn, yeah, if you don't got Instagram or Twitter, fuck. Got you on IG. There you go then. I'll sign into my IG. Just DM it to me or put it on your story and send it to me. I don't care. I don't care how you do it. And it's just Juice TV. You'll see a picture of my face. Real simple. You see, I got hella DMs on here. Yeah, just let me know when you send it on Instagram, and then I'll drag it over and whatnot. That's my Twitter, so we don't need that. I was checking up on EJ Speed, man. I gotta figure out what's going on with EJ Speed. That's what I gotta figure out. I've been helping y'all. I gotta do a little bit of my stuff on the side and stop forgetting. EJ Speed. He's backing up weak side linebacker. I feel like I can't cut him, though. I feel like he's going to pan out. I don't know if I cut EJ Speed or cut one of these running backs. Let me see how... Jaret Patterson's probably third on this list, huh? Did he get... He got cut? Shit, my food just got here. I'll be back soon if you still here. Go ahead, crash out on that, gang. I'll be live for probably like another hour, and then if no one pops in here within the next hour, then I'll probably end it. But as long as someone pops in, and I got someone to at least chop it up with, I'll stay live. Yesterday I was live for like or the other day I was live for like 4 or 5 hours. Nobody popped in, so I'll be in here. It just depends. And then Larry Roundtree's not going nowhere though, right? Yeah, he said his food got there though. He making me want some food now. At least gotta go get myself a pop or a water or something to drink. Put my keyboard down real quick. Alright, y'all, I'll be right back. I don't think nobody's in there, but I'll be right back if somebody's in there. Give me a second. Ask a question down below if you need help. Instagram and Twitter. You guys are more than welcome to send me what you got. I'll help you out if I can. All right, chat. I'm back. Let's go. Joshua Palmer officially took the starting spot. My dog. My dog. My dog. If you're in there and you're watching, and you're like, dang, he ain't doing nothing, ain't talking about nothing, I got y'all. Give me a second. I apologize. We got some ghetto stuff today. I don't got a lighter with me, chat. So my dog hair right here is slow on that. All right, we're good now, chat. Okay, let's see. So Joshua Palmer took that starting spot. My dog. They picked up DeAndre Carter for punt returner and kick returner from Washington. That's actually a pretty big pickup, chat. That's actually a pretty big pickup. I'm debating on what I do here. Larry Roundtree didn't take the spot? What? There's no way. So they signed Sonny Michel and then waived Roundtree. That's tough, chat. That's really tough. I don't know how I feel about that. Is there anyone in chat that can let me know? Dynasty, PPR, IDP, it's everything involved. How do you feel about Larry Roundtree being put onto a practice squad? How does that make you guys feel? I don't know how I adjust to that. Chat, I gotta cut somebody. I see 5 people are in the building. So that's letting me know somebody in here. Somebody laughing at me right now. Like, dang, Juice, ain't you the one that's supposed to be helping us? You're right, I am. Hey, but I'm a fantasy owner just like you guys. Sometimes I could use a little bit of help too. Just on, just some clarification things. Just maybe an opinion that may keep my opinion the same or it may help change my opinion. But I'm currently, and to the 6 people that are in the building, I do appreciate you guys watching. But I could use some help. So I have a roster, and this is my roster, right? My roster looks completely different than your guys's. Now, this is IDP, PPR, and Dynasty all added in together. Now, I have EJ Speed, which is a linebacker that can possibly pan out over there in Indianapolis. And he'll go to weak side, which is phenomenal. Rashawn Gary, I've been waiting on him for 2 years to pan out. This is his 3rd year, and he's finally got the starting job. And I'm thinking about cutting him for a 4th rounder. Because I have Larry Roundtree and Jarrett Patterson, and I need running back depth. If I cut both of them bastards, I have no running back depth because I'm bringing up James Cook. Damn. My bad, chat. I'm just sitting here thinking. I'm kind of stuck. I don't even know what to do with my own roster when it comes to that nature. Let's just, yeah, them cuts. Them cuts taking me for a little loop today. College football, 12-team playoffs now. That's phenomenal. What was I looking up, chat? I was looking up something for myself. I don't know. I don't know, chat. I made a blank. Let me see if someone wants to help me on Twitter. All right, let's see. I think that looks good. And do this. Hopefully get a couple more people in here too. Let's try to run some people in here. I don't care if I'm spam tweeting. I'll delete these tweets one day. Get these tweets out though. Excuse me. Who is Sterling Weatherford? Who is that, chat? Sterling Weatherford. What? Is this dude better than my dude? Who the fuck is this dude? I'm just reading this chat. I can read what I'm reading. They're speaking on how similar EJ Speed and this Weather Ford guy is. Both are/were major prospects out of college, saying how they both were older coming out of college at 23 years of age, which I don't see how that's older, but it is older when you can get a guy at 19 and 20 and get 2 to 3, maybe even 4 years to develop a guy compared to someone else that's coming out. So that plays huge factors too. Prospects out of college with sky high upside due to their athletic profile. Look at how similar these two players compare athletically coming out of college. These are nearly identical testing numbers. Okay, here they are. So they're both 6'4". They both weigh 224. They both run a 4.6. Very fast in the 20-yard slant. Both very good in the 10-yard slant. 24 on the bench press. Vertical is a 36 versus a 34. Shuttle is a 4.39 versus a 4.33, and the three cone is a 6.9 versus a 6.93. So realistically, their shuttle and three cone drills are so close that they're literally probably the same in that category. Vertical wise, they're both probably pretty same. Maybe Sterling has a little bit more bounce though. 2 inches is kind of a good bit of difference. But they're in the 30 range, so EJ Speed could be a little bit higher than that now. You don't know. 24 bench reps. Over 21. That's not a huge difference. That could just be nerves and form and shit like that going into the same thing with the verticals like shuttles and stuff. Shuttles and three cones, yeah, those play into it too. But vertical is just a straight jump. So it's kind of like it's so easy to fuck up because it's so easy. And that's probably the least thing you're worried about when it goes to that combine. You know what I mean? Because it's so systematic for you that it makes it complex when you're there. But everything else matches. Coverage ability. Now that I have justified my EJ Speed comparison a little bit, let's jump into some film. Sterling Weather, maybe. I don't want to read about this guy, though. I don't want to read about him. I don't want to read and watch plays. I want to see EJ Speed. I don't know what the future for Sterling with the Colts, but I truly believe that he can be the next raw developmental gem for the team. EJ Speed has developed into a really solid rotational linebacker, And I think Weatherford has this. I can't cut EJ Speed. He's rotating too well and he's not going nowhere. I cannot cut him. I cannot cut EJ Speed. I gotta cut a running back. I think I have to cut Larry Roundtree. I think that's the play. Then Hamza Nazarene plays for the Jets. Let's see what we're looking like over there, baby. Yes, sir, baby. And you not on that bitch. I knew I should have drafted Jermaine Sherwood. I fucking knew it, Hamza. Hamza sold the fuck out of me. It wasn't even gonna make the roster, but still, the fact that you got cut, Hamza. Got cut, Brody. It says he played for the Jets. Was he on practice squad? Practice squad. We talking about practice? Only 13 signees. 5 also played in the regular season with the Jets last year. Wide receiver Tariq. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, what? So he's cut or he's not, I mean, he's on practice squad or he's not? Oh, I think that's Hamza. Yeah, that is Hamza. Oh, they got the name right there. Yeah. Okay, so that's Hamza right there. Hmm. So Hamza was this on Mims. Good shit, Mims. You earned that. I ain't gonna hold you, Mims. Even if he plays ass in the season, that's bad. But he earned that though. He earned the fuck out of that. They gave him his opportunities for sure. I, I kind of want to stand up, chat. She don't know what she talking about. I don't know why she keep messaging me. What's up, kitty? You good, money? Alright, chat, I'm back. My bad. I had to check something on my phone. I'm currently just looking up stuff on my fantasy football a little bit right now. Not really giving you guys too much information or nothing like that. My bad. That's on me. Solomon Thomas is starting for the Jets now. Starting for the Jets, huh? Starting for the Jets, huh? Solomon Thomas got drafted, what, 4 or 5 years ago? San Fran never panned out after that first couple games. They have Breece Hall listed as running back 1 now over Michael Carter. But they said that Michael Carter was the number 1 like 36 hours ago. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like 36 hours ago or something like that. I'm pretty sure. Let's see, let's look at some other rosters real quick. What I gotta look at? I know Rashawn Gary is gonna be starting. I mean, fuck. Let me make sure Divine Diablo ain't get cut. That's on some nut shit. Cool. They still got him starting weak side linebacker. Love it. Love to see that. I think he gonna eat up a lot of tackles this year. I mean, Javon Holland's starting, right? Let's just double check these guys, I guess, because fuck me. Okay. Damn, I got all the tackles in Miami for real. With Christian Wilkins and Jerome Baker and then Javon Holland. I mean, I don't have them all, but I mean, we're sitting all right. We pretty close. Pretty close to having all them damn tackles over there for Miami. Let's see. Drawing a blank, chat. I don't know. Thinking about the ways I can go about this, but Yeah, I'm super set. My team. This is my roster chat. If you guys are wondering what you guys are looking at currently, this is my roster. This is my fantasy football team. Appreciate the 5 people in the building. You guys are more than welcome to comment down below any fantasy football help you guys want or need. Um, I'm currently just trying to look at some of the players I got. I'm trying to look at Rashawn because I got So our developmental is just rookies from that we drafted that are just on to their next year, and we can hold 8 of them. It's just like a taxi player for you guys. So I'm trying to debate who I keep and who I cut here. Um, Sticking between a rock and a hard place, chat. I'm on the phone, chat. I'm muted. So if you guys got any questions or anything, just comment down below.